Let me guess how your first few one-on-one as a new leader went. You schedule one-to-one because you know that's what you are meant to do. You sat down with your team member and you ask, "So, how are you doing?" They said, "Fine." Everything felt awkward. After 30 minutes, you managed to say, "Okay, thank you for coming." And both of you left thinking that was really a waste of time. Now you are wondering, is this how one-to-one are supposed to be? Just status updates that we could have handled casually? The answer is no. But most new leaders, and honestly, a lot of experienced leaders as well, are doing one-to-ones wrongly. Here is why it matters. One-to-ones are your highest leverage activity as a leader, not emails, not meetings, not your own project work. 30 minutes with each team members, maybe twice monthly or monthly, where you build trust with team members, spot problems early, develop skills, and even understand what is going on your team. Otherwise, it's just 30 minutes of awkward small talk and status updates that slowly train your team that one-to-one doesn't matter. So let me give you a simple three-part structure that works. I've used this several times and it has helped new leaders to transform one-to-one from awkward obligations to a time with your team member that actually work. One, make one-to-ones your team member agenda. This is the most important part and is the part that most leaders skip. The first thing you say on every one-to-one should be, what do you want to talk about? It is their time. It is their moment, is not yours. So allow them to come and express themselves, what they need help with, the feedback they want, the struggle they have on their job, and not you projecting everything on your mind to them. Most new leaders make the mistake of coming in with their own agenda and talking at their team for 30 minutes. That's not one-to-one, that's monologue. If your team member says, "I don't have anything," which is fine, and it will happen first. First, because they are only trying to build trust with you. And two, they are not used to one-on-one meeting be their own time. They are used to one-on-one being a monologue from their leader to them. And this is when you can help them to ask questions that help them to communicate freely with you. You can ask simple questions like, "What am I doing or not doing that can make your work harder?" Your job is to listen. Part two, your own agenda. Now is your turn as a team lead. This is where you cover things you want to discuss. Feedback on recent work, both positive and constructive. Clarification of priorities, what they need to work on. This is one mistake most leaders make. They save up their feedbacks for their one-to-one. Don't do this. Feedback should be close to real time as much as possible. Use one-to-one to reinforce patterns and have deeper conversations, not to surprise people with things that happened 4 weeks ago. Part 3, forward planning. This should be what we end your one-to-one session. You should end your one-to-one session with forward planning. End every one-to-one looking ahead. What's your focus for next week? What support do you need from me? This creates alignment and make sure you are both clear on the next point of action. You can also ask, is there anything else before we wrap up? You'll be surprised some important information will come in the last 1 minute of the conversation. And take notes when you're doing your one-to-ones. Maintain eye contact and start your next one-to-one referring to your previous conversation. Something like, the last time we met, you were working on a project. So how far is it now? How is it going? The next step. Because your team members are not used to one-to-one being like this. Send them a message now. Tell them, I'm restructuring how we have our one-to-one. So come prepared with topics, questions, feedbacks, suggestions, or ideas to make our work better. It's your time. This gives them a prepared mind to know that their one-to-one time is shifting and they can come prepared with their own questions. So, to recap, their agenda first, 15 minutes for your team member to express themselves. Then you can come in with your own agenda. Then you can do forward planning. Make sure you take notes. Maintain eye contact up on previous conversation. So that's it. Simple structure, massive impact. Please subscribe to this channel. Share with new leaders that you know. Leadership content every week. Thank you for watching and see you again.